My ex-wife left me and our babies to find real love, built a new family, then demanded I pay her husband's kids' summer camp. So I took her to court, and now she's begging. When Sarah left me 4 years ago, she said she needed to find herself. We had 2 kids together, Lily was 3 and Jack was barely 1. She packed her stuff one Tuesday morning while I was at work and left a note on the kitchen table saying she wasn't happy and needed real love. Real love. Like the 7 years we spent together meant nothing. I came home to 2 crying babies and a note that said she'd be in touch about custody arrangements. For the first 6 months, Sarah barely called the kids. Maybe once a week if we were lucky. Lily would ask where mommy was and I'd make up excuses about mommy being busy with work. I was working full-time as an electrician and trying to figure out daycare and dinner and bedtime stories all by myself. My mom helped when she could, but she lived 2 hours away. Then suddenly Sarah wanted to be mom of the year. She met this guy Derek at her new job and they got married after dating for like 8 months. Derek had 2 kids from his first marriage, both older than mine, maybe 10 and 12. Sarah started posting all over Facebook about her new blended family and how blessed she was. Pictures of them at the zoo, at restaurants, on beach vacations. Meanwhile, I was cutting coupons and buying off-brand cereal to make ends meet. The custody agreement we worked out said Sarah got the kids every other weekend and 2 weeks in summer. She paid $400 a month in child support, which barely covered their daycare costs. But whatever, I wasn't going to fight her on money when she was finally showing up for our kids. Last month, Sarah texted me out of nowhere. Hey, Derek's kids are going to this amazing summer camp in Colorado. 3 weeks of horseback riding, rock climbing, the whole deal. It costs $2,000 per kid, but it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I need you to pay for Lily and Jack to go too, so all the kids can bond as siblings. I read that text like 5 times thinking it was a joke. She wanted me to pay $4,000 to send our kids to camp with her new family. I texted back, Sarah, I can barely afford their school supplies. How am I supposed to come up with $4,000? She called me immediately yelling about how I was being selfish and keeping the kids from having opportunities. That Derek's kids were going and it would damage Lily and Jack emotionally if they couldn't go. I told her if she wanted them at camp so badly she could pay for it herself. She hung up on me. 2 days later I got a text from her saying she'd filed a motion to modify child support. She wanted me to pay her $800 a month instead of the other way around. Her argument was that Derek made good money and she'd quit her job to be a stay-at-home mom for all 4 kids. Therefore, I should be supporting our children more since she was providing their care during visitation. I couldn't believe it. She abandoned our kids, built a new life, and now wanted me to fund it. I called a lawyer the same day. His name was Tom and he'd handled my divorce originally. Tom looked at everything and started laughing. He said this was the most ridiculous modification request he'd seen in 20 years. We went to court last week. Sarah showed up in expensive clothes with her hair all done, sitting next to Derek who wore a suit that probably cost more than my rent. Tom brought up her Facebook posts first. All the vacation photos, the expensive restaurants, the new car Derek bought her for Christmas. Then he showed the judge Sarah's text messages demanding I pay for summer camp. The judge asked Sarah why she needed more child support when she clearly wasn't struggling financially. Sarah tried saying that Derek's income was his income, not hers, and she couldn't access it for our kids. The judge wasn't buying it. He asked why she quit her job when she was already behind on being present in Lily and Jack's lives. Sarah started crying, saying she was doing her best to blend the families and give all the kids equal experiences. Tom pulled out the records next. 4 years of child support payments showing Sarah paid late almost every single month. School events she missed. Parent-teacher conferences I attended alone. The judge's face got serious. He denied Sarah's motion completely. Then he increased her child support obligation to $600 a month and added a clause that she had to cover half of all extracurricular activities and medical costs. Sarah's lawyer tried to object, but the judge shut it down. He said Sarah made a choice to prioritize her new family over her existing obligations and the court wasn't going to reward that behavior. Outside the courthouse, Sarah was sobbing. She grabbed my arm and said she couldn't afford $600 a month, that Derek would be furious that I was ruining her marriage. I pulled my arm away and told her she should have thought about that before abandoning her kids. Now she's been calling and texting non-stop, begging me to go back to court and reduce it, saying Derek's threatening to leave her because he didn't sign up to support someone else's kids. I blocked her number. Lily and Jack are doing great, and that extra $200 a month means I can finally sign them up for soccer like they've been asking.